Morning all, impromptu video again.
Now then,
Matt,
yeah,
why are we here?
in a Christmas special, I talked about my new car.
Yes.
Which is a BMW E46 330ci M Sport. Big, fast, powerful, and reliable.
A nice big,
Yeah, I broke it.
reliable.
I broke it.
Right, okay.
I spun a shell and broke the bottom end.
So,
His fault,
I'm
obviously.
here, as summoned, to come and see a new one.
Oh yeah, it's much more reliable, this one.
Right, okay. How do you flip?
How do we flip? I don't know. You could just turn around the camera and
Right,
point it at it.
Well, you decided to go and buy this.
See?
Yep.
Way more reliable.
Now, this is...
A rotary. Oh. God, you're so good at the camera. This
I
is
don't
why
do
we
selfies. I'm not a fan of them.
This is my RX-8. Famous for all their reliability, dependability. Oh no, it's famous for all being not those things. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I won't ask any more questions. Let's just have a drive.
Let's go for a drive.
Yep.
But anyway, the reason I went for one of these, number one, it's the second one I've ever had, and I know they're not unreliable if you look after them.
Which I can never do.
Which you could never do because you'd break them, but you know, you look after it, you stay on top of the oil changes like every 6 weeks or something, and you look after it, it'll be fine. Now, I didn't pay a lot of money for this at all, as in really not a lot of money, but for that I get 230 horsepower, I get rear wheel drive, I get an LSD, a carbon fibre prop shaft, a 6-speed gearbox, and in here there's a Bose stereo, a sat nav, 6 CD multi-changer. Not that anyone ever uses one of them anymore.
Jake does.
Jake does. Well, Jake's love CD, doesn't he?
Yes.
Because he's a dinosaur. Like his car. Yeah.
Which is reliable.
Which is reliable
And works.
and works. And hopefully so will this, but
We'll see.
we'll see.
Time will tell.
But I don't think you can get as much car, as good looking a car, because well, in my honest opinion, I think they're good looking. He doesn't. But yeah, I don't think you can get as much car for the money.
You're not a fan of my choice of cars, though, are you, really? Like...
No, I've never been a fan of the Dacia. No, so...
No, it's to be fair, it's laid out. How long did you have the other one for?
6 months.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Wow. We did the show in it, didn't we? Back in the
Epic
old days.
Creations.
Yeah, the old club days, yeah.
Epic Creations, yeah. We went to a show in it, and it won an award because basically, do you remember what I was moaning about the scene?
Somebody one.
Yeah. Do you remember what we were moaning about the scene by saying slamming your car and putting it on aftermarket wheels doesn't count as a show car? Well, my old RX-8, we slammed on its bumhole.
When did that appear?
Oh, it was a new McDonald's.
Anyway, what were we saying?
Yeah, so I put wheels on it, slammed it, gave it a good clean, and I won an award with it. This one, my old one was a 190, this is a 230. This one is, well, my plan is to see just how much driver's car I can get for that money. FN2, they are great fun. If anybody's ever thought, you know, like, oh, I don't get Hondas, try one, they're good fun.
There is a lot of the whole Honda Ford thing between the Focuses, the FN2s, the Type Rs.
Right, out of the box, the FN2 is a better car than the Focus ST. The Focus ST is more tunable. There you go. How about that? Does that? I've owned them both, so if anyone disagrees with me, please feel free to
have a go and
I was just going to say keep it to yourself because I don't really care. I've already made my mind up. If you've got an opinion, please feel free to
keep it to yourself.
Shove it up your bum. I've already got a few ideas in mind. I don't know if you probably saw very briefly in that shot of it from the outside. It's got I've already put aftermarket lightweight wheels on it.
Probably get a mount for this.
Yeah, it's bounced around all over the shop. Next step though is we're going to get some coilovers on it, and yeah. Now we've got some nice little country twisty lanes to ourselves. They make a gorgeous noise. noise as well. And they're revved to 10,000 RPM, which
Yeah.
you've got to absolutely love and adore. But the point is, when you get to twists, you don't even...
The handles very well. So yeah, overall, it's a cheap car. Smooth ride.
The reason they're cheap is because people are scared of them. If you're a petrol head, surely that shouldn't bother you.
Well, you don't buy a car hoping for it to never break, or without the expense of modifying it. It's in this kind of thing, it's something that, like Jake said, you can't go out and buy a car for 25p and buy it hobnobs, and if you don't plan to do anything with it, it's for daily, it's fine, a little Fiesta, but you got to put the expense into these things, and that's probably why I'll never touch one. Okay, before we end, last time we did an update, I mentioned that I'd been involved in an accident and, stuff was going forwards. I have been charged for a driving offence. I'm most likely looking at a couple of years ban, so I'll update that in due course, and, I just wanted to,
Now, I'll tell you why I really like them. Never mind the power, the revs, the great gearbox, the fantastic differential, the weight distribution. I just love the gimmicky doors. That's not impressed face.